What's going on, guys? We are on the eve of UFC 305, and I want to break down some interesting comments that I heard today on the Weighing In podcast with Josh Thomson and Big John McCarthy. Typically, I like their stuff. I always watch their podcasts. I really like Big John's breakdowns, his analysis, his reffing background, his understanding of the rule set. Josh Thomson sometimes can have some good points, but kind of find him a little douchey. He's very biased toward the people that he likes. But today I was listening to their breakdowns, and some interesting comments caught my ears that I had to jump on here and discuss with you guys. A couple things I completely disagreed with that I thought were delusional, and it just came one after the other, sentence after sentence after another sentence, where I'm just like, what? That's not right. No. He's definitely going to rebuttal with this, right? Nope. Opposite. What? Why are you saying that? And it just went on for a couple different back and forths where I thought, you know what? I got to break this down with the Octonites, the Octagon Nation out there, see what you guys think. So write in the comments if I'm just tripping big old balls out here, yeah? Or if I'm making some sense here and the weighing in guys are completely off base. Because with the comments I'm about to show you regarding Mateusz Gamrot and Dan Hooker fight, I don't think they could be any more off base. But again, maybe I'm the one tripping. Maybe I'm delusional. Let's see. Let's dig right into it here. This is their breakdown of the Mateusz Gamrot Dan Hooker fight. Let's take a look. Let's take a motherfucking look. Yeah, grab your drinks. I got a gin and tonic here, Aviation Gin, Ryan Reynolds' new stuff. It's got a pinkish hue to it. Anybody that can guess why my gin and tonic has a pinkish hue, I'll cash app you $5. Here's a little hint. In the Bahamas, they call this the old baby maker. The old baby maker. Let's listen.
Enough to hurt people and put them away. It's not the one punch power most of the time. You know, even the Cody Garbrandt fight, you look
like 110%. You got
Here
to
we
be
go.
thinking. Next fight, John.
Mateusz Gamrot taking on the man that takes on everybody, Dan Hooker. Somehow the UFC just doesn't like.
Somehow the UFC just doesn't like. What name's he going to say? What name's going to come out of his mouth? I was listening to this. I was like, in my headphones. I'm like, yeah, Big John's onto it. He's onto it. For some reason, the UFC just does not like Mateusz Gamrot. I think it's his style. He's boring as fuck. I call him Melatonin Gamrot. Mateusz Melatonin, whatever you like. Whatever slides off the tongue better. For whatever reason, the UFC just does not like Mateusz Gamrot. He continues to get wins. He has a win over Arman Tsarukyan, win over Jalen Turner, win over Rafael dos Anjos, and he just keeps going down and down and down in the rankings as far as his opponents that he's fighting. He even weighed in as a backup for a title fight. Islam Makhachev, I think it was Volkanovski too. Weighed in for the backup when Charles Oliveira got the cut 1 week out. Gamrot's already there, made weight, been training, ready to go. They say, hey, Gamrot, that's funny. Go fuck yourself. I know we made you the backup. No idea why we did that, because now somebody fell off. We're not picking you. You're here for fucking no reason. You're weighing in for fuck all. We got no idea why you're even here, why you're even weighing in. Go the fuck home. Hey, Volkanovski, fat old Volkanovski, beer-drinking Volkanovski, get in here. And you know what, Gamrot? You know what you get for your troubles? For flying all the way to Abu Dhabi and weighing in as the backup and us saying fuck you when we need a backup? You get Rafael dos Anjos, 40-year-old Rafael dos Anjos, who has been fighting at welterweight, 170. But we're going to give him you. We're gonna pair RDA up with your bitch ass. And hopefully he beats your bitch ass so he can take your number 5 spot in lightweight, even though RDA hasn't had a lightweight win in fucking years. So it's got to be Gamrot that Big John's about to say here. It has to be. UFC hates Gamrot as well as I. I fucking hate him too. He's so fucking boring. No personality, no enthusiasm, no charisma, no knockouts, no crazy, flashy highlights. He's boring as fuck. But let's see what Big John says. Because it's got to be Gamrot that the UFC hates. Has to be. Weighs in as a backup. They need a backup. They say, fuck you. And they give him a 40-year-old welterweight to try and take his spot.
Yeah, like 110%. You got to be thinking. Next fight, John.
Mateusz Gamrot taking on the man that takes on everybody, Dan Hooker. Somehow the UFC just doesn't like poor Dan Hooker.
Oh, it's so bad. I feel so bad.
I don't know what it is, man. The guy fights his ass off. He's freaking good. And
they don't like Dan Hooker. They don't like Dan Hooker. They're giving him number 5 ranked. They're giving him an opportunity to get back in the top 5. After losing all those fights to Poirier, to Chandler, to Makhachev, to Arnold Allen, getting stopped in over half of those. All of them, actually, other than the Poirier fight, which he should have been stopped. Guy's been out for over a year. Hasn't fought in a fucking year. And they're giving him number 5 ranked lightweight contender. But they hate him. In Perth. On his home soil, basically. I know he's from New Zealand. But they fucking hate him? What are you... well, let's give him a chance. Let's see what they're talking about. Maybe they make some good points. Let's see.
You got to put him against basically his nemesis in life. A guy that is just a go for broke wrestler, will not stop, is going to take you down and maul you. And that's, that's not Dan Hooker's game and stuff, but that's what this fight is. And so
his nemesis in life. His nemesis in life. I think Dan Hooker's nemesis in life is having too good of a chin, having too much belief in himself, being delusional that he can beat anybody. Like the Dustin Poirier fight. He should have folded up there. The Edson Barboza loss. He should have folded up much earlier. He's too proud, Dan Hooker. His worst stylistic matchup? You obviously didn't watch the Nasrat Haqparast fight where he used his wrestling and grappling the entire time. He's rarely been submitted. Got submitted by Islam Makhachev. That was short notice. And it also wasn't a mauling. It wasn't a bunch of ground control. He got him to the ground. He got a Kimura on him. He used some Dagestani handcuffs, some tricky grappling that Habib taught him. And he got the Kimura. He didn't dominate him, take him down 8. When have we ever seen Dan Hooker taken down 7 times, held on the ground, boring decision loss out of Dan Hooker? When's the last time Mateusz Gamrot fucking subbed somebody? Jeremy Stevens? We're comparing Jeremy Stevens to Dan Hooker, who's taller, more vicious, younger, more knockout power, higher ranked wins. Jeremy fucking Stevens, which was probably his last fight in the UFC. Since then, Gamrot's lost to Dariush, won a decision over Turner, who Dan Hooker just beat. A close decision that a lot of people think Turner won. So what? His worst stylistic matchup possible? Michael Chandler knocked him out round 1. I think that was a pretty bad stylistic matchup. He used 0 grappling. Zilch. Jalen Turner broke his face and his arm. All striking. What are you getting at here?
So, you got to look at it. I got to say that, Hooker can win it. I'm not saying he can't. He's got good stand-up. He's got length. He can be dangerous, but Gamrot is going to be working towards the takedowns. And if he gets them, it's going to be a long night for Dan Hooker.
It might be a short night for Dan Hooker. That's what may happen.
True.
What did this motherfucker just say? And he was like, yeah. It might be a short night, dude. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, okay, Big John. Or it could be a short night, The submission specialist, Mateusz Gamrot. He can get you in an armbar. He can get you in a fucking guillotine, a cradle, a fucking twister. This guy, we haven't seen submissions like this guy since fucking Damian Maia. Since Charles Oliveira was in his prime. Fabricio Verdum type jiu-jitsu here out of Mr. Melatonin Gamrot. This might be an early night for old Hangman. What are you fucking talking about, Josh Thompson? Gamrot doesn't fucking finish anybody. Let's look at his fucking record. This guy is a fucking idiot. I'm convinced. What is he talking about? Early night. And maybe I'll look like an idiot once this, event happens. I could look really stupid. Maybe he gets his, classic Kimura that he got on Jeremy Stevens 4 years ago. Maybe he gets it on Hooker. We've seen Hooker susceptible to the Kimura. But Hooker's a big motherfucker and strong as an ox. And has knees that can come up to his own eyes. Did you not see the Jim Miller fight, the Dustin Poirier fight? He could knee himself at the top of his head if he wanted to. What are these stupid ads? What is Josh Thompson talking about? Let's look. Okay, here we go. Enough of the ads, please. Okay, we're done with the ads, please. Thank you very much. We're done. PayPal. Fuck off. Okay, RDA. 40-year-old RDA who was fighting up at welterweight, had to cut down to lightweight, decision, and got rocked in the first round. 40-year-old RDA. Rafael Fiziev lost via leg injury. Gamrot did 0 grappling in that fight. Absolutely fuck all with grappling. And did not cause the injury as well. Freak injury. Jalen Turner, very susceptible to getting knocked out, getting winded, gassing, very long, tall limbs, tall neck, easy for chokes, leg locks, didn't even come close to a submission. Put us all the fuck to sleep during the John Jones return card. Beneil Dariush fucking lost. After that, Beneil Dariush lost 4 in a row himself. Got knocked the fuck out in 4 straight fights. But Gamrot lost. Arman Tsarukyan, robbery decision win. Diego Ferreira, submission due to a knee to the back of his ribs, close to his spine, in an awkward, weird, strange position where Diego Ferreira just randomly gave up because of a broken rib from a pointy knee. Is he going to pull off the classic pointy knee to the back of the ribs again? Is that what he's going to do, Josh Thompson? Could be an early night for old Hangman, huh? Jeremy Stevens, 2021, 3 fucking years ago was his last legitimate stoppage against Jeremy Stevens, who's like 42 in his boxing bare knuckle, and Jose Aldo. Scott Holtzman, ground and pounded Scott Holtzman, who retired immediately after and was also 40. Lost to Garam Kutateladze, who is a striker. Yeah, he's got some grappling. He's a striker. And it lost. Decision in KSW. A doctor stoppage in KSW. A decision. A key lock. Round 4 key lock against this scrub ass. No contest. Another decision. A draw. A draw. A key lock. A no contest. Decision. Doctor stoppage. Decision loss. Knee to the back of the thing. Decision, leg injury, decision. Early night for Dan Hooker. Early night for Dan Hooker. You fucking idiot.
I kind of agree with you. Like, I feel like they don't do Dan Hooker any favors.
Man. For a guy, I mean.
They don't do Dan Hooker any favors. Look at Gamrot's schedule. Beat Stevens, beat Ferreira, beat Arman Tsarukyan. Number 1 contender, Arman Tsarukyan. Beat him. I don't care if it was a robbery and he did his stupid melatonin wrestling. Beneil Dariush, tough L. Comes back short notice. Jalen Turner, prospect, everyone typing him up, wins. Rafael Fiziev, terrible matchup for Gamrot, right? Wins. Freak injury, didn't do shit. RDA, number 12th ranked, 40-year-old, coming down from welterweight, wins. And yet they hate Dan Hooker. They hate Dan Hooker. Let's look at Dan Hooker's record. They twice booked the Jalen Turner fight because Dan Hooker wanted that fight. They gave it to him twice. And he beat Jalen Turner. Claudio Puelles, guy that absolutely fucking blows. I don't even know if he's in the UFC anymore. Is Claudio Puelles still in the UFC? I don't know. He's got nothing booked. They gave him Claudio Puelles after losing 4 out of 5. That's that. They hate Dan. They really hate Dan Hooker. The submission specialist, Claudio Puelles, couldn't fucking do anything against Dan Hooker. Jalen Turner booked it twice for him. Gave him Bobby Green, a striker, an older striker. Arnold Allen, top 3 ranked featherweight in his first return back to featherweight. But they hate him. They're trying to get him a top 3 in featherweight. Arnold Allen, top matchup, co-main event. They fucking hate him. Islam Makhachev, short notice. The hot prospect. They threw in Dan Hooker in there. Here's your chance, buddy. Beat the prospect. You're right up there. Nazarat Haqparast. Another get-right fight. After 2 L's to DP, Michael Chandler, they give him Nazarat Haqparast, who wasn't even ranked at the time. But they hate him. If they would have hated him after these 2 L's, they would have given him Arman Tsarukyan. Then they would have given him Justin Gaethje. Islam Makhachev was short notice. He took that himself because he wanted the opportunity. Arnold Allen was also his idea. He went to featherweight. He got a top 3 matchup. Then a layup with Puelles. Then a tailor-made matchup with Turner, booked twice. Old man Bobby Green. And now he's getting Mateusz Gamrot on the card that Hooker wanted to be on. Make it make sense, boys.
Take a look at the people he's fought. Mm-hmm. He's got a.
We just did. We just did, Big John. Thank you, though. Cheers up for Big John.
hell of a resume on fighting tough people.
Do you look at him as like another Cowboy Cerrone?
Yeah,
getting
in a lot
there?
of ways, but he doesn't have the same appeal, in my opinion.
I beg to differ. Dan Hooker is a lot more exciting on the feet. I know Cowboy had a ton of head kick knockouts, the Matt Brown knockout, Mike Perry armbar, a bunch of head kick knockouts. Dan Hooker's similar. Also has a great personality. Have you not watched his interviews? He's all tatted up. He does funny shit. He wants 20 beers after his fight at 305. He has funny comments with Adesanya on his podcast. Guy's hilarious. He's a fucking true character of the UFC. Someone that has personality. Calls people out on the mic. Paul Felder to his face in the interview called him out. Every fight's a classic. Barbosa classic. Jalen Turner fight. I've seen it 5 times, 6 times. The Dustin Poirier fight. I've seen it 10 times, 15 times. At least 15 times. The Michael Chandler knockout. Yeah, he lost. Sick highlight.
I think the UFC loved Cowboy.
What's there not to love about Cowboy?
I'm
Cowboy's
not
amazing.
Hold on, I'm not saying they're wrong. I agree with you. Cowboy was, he was fun, and Dan Hooker is very similar in that he'll take any fight against anybody, basically at any time, basically at any weight. I think he's gone too far going to 145 when he did. I think that one was not smart, but Hooker is he's incredibly good. His fight against Dustin Poirier, the one, during COVID.
Oh,
God damn. I mean, what a fight.
Oh, but he's going to get stopped early by Melatonin Gamrot, right, Josh? Or it could be an early night, Big John. The submission specialist, the jiu-jitsu master, Mateusz Gamrot, the finishing man. He's basically like a Shavkat Rakhmonov, him and Gamrot. Right there. Right. Gamrot is a finisher, man. A finisher. UFC loves him. That's why they keep pairing him up with these number 10, number 11, number 12 in the rankings. RDA, Dan Hooker, Fiziev, Sarukian, Beneil Dariush, all these people to get him beat. But they love Gamrot. They hate Dan Hooker. Even though they gave him that layup against Poyez, they gave him that layup against Nazarat, they wanted to give him the layup against Bobby Green. But they hate, they despise Dan. He's not on Cowboy's level. Cowboy, the fucking redneck cowboy. Whoa, he is so fucking cool, man. Who doesn't like old Cowboy? Fuck Cowboy.
Fight, and it showed heart in staying in that fight, because he was winning the first 2 rounds, and I was like, holy shit, man, he's just taking off. But he's fought like Islam Makhachev. He took that as a last minute fight. You look and you go, hey, that's crazy. His fight with Michael Chandler was, he was put in a position that he was kind of like, oh, you're the guy, it's going to fade.
What does any of this have to do with his matchup with Gamrot exactly? I'm confused here. So what is that? Michael Chandler, Islam Makhachev? Is that Melatonin Gamrot? Is he going to hit Hooker with a mean hook like Chandler? He could pull off his staple submission of the knee bar, or maybe the key lock, or that Kimura, or maybe the knee strike to the back of the ribs. The classic go-to Gamrot submission attempt. You never know, baby. You never know. UFC hates Dan Hooker.
Face the guy coming in, and how you going to do? Just didn't have the right game plan right away. Was trying to stay on that outside to use his length. Never got the chance. He got hit with a shot, but. Man, I tell you what, he fights tough people and gets wins. His fight when he fought frickin' Edson Barbosa, I know he lost that one. That was a body shot that would have folded anybody. God damn, man. It's always when he gets to this level of fighter that you see all of a sudden the L happens with Hooker. And so I look and I go, this is going to be a hard fight for him.
Now, guys, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying this is going to be an easy fight for Dan Hooker. It is going to be a tough fight. It's a tough stylistic matchup for him. Jalen Turner found out when he went up against Gamrot. RDA found out when he went up against Gamrot. Hooker's the underdog for a reason. Plus 300. I I agree with those odds. I'm not saying Gamrot's the underdog. Gamrot should win this fight. What I'm saying is these guys are saying UFC hates Hooker. No. UFC hates Gamrot. That's number one. Secondly, Josh Thompson saying this is going to be an early night for Hooker. Gamrot hits no jiu-jitsu. Did you not watch the Sarukian? Did you not watch the Jalen Turner? Did you not watch the RDA? Didn't even attempt submissions. Go look at the UFC stats. His submissions are knee lock, key lock, Kimura, knee strike to the back of the ribs. What? That doesn't even... What? Julian Erosa has 5 fucking guillotines, all the same submission. I would say he's pretty fucking good at guillotines. Guillotine, Gilly, don't be silly. Pull the Gilly Goose Gang, bitch.
I guess the way that I'm looking at this, maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist, is that they're trying to fast track the guys that potentially could
unseat Islam.
Unseat Islam. Like
that's how Josh Thompson's looking at this. They're trying to fast track Mateusz Gamrot. Duh. Fucking stupid. If the writing's been on the wall, we're idiots. What am I talking about for the last 20 minutes? They're trying to fast track Mateusz Gamrot by giving him RDA 12th ranked, by giving him Dan Hooker 11th ranked, by giving him Jalen Turner 10th ranked after being the backup and already having wins over Sarukian and Fiziev. They're trying to fast track this guy. The writing's on the fucking wall, boys. Maybe I'm drinking too much of this fucking baby maker right here. But this ain't making sense to me, Josh Thompson. It ain't making fucking sense. Fast track? Fast track? I think they're trying to fast track Dan Hooker up there. Because if he beats the shit out of Gamrot, he's number 5. Gamrot beats him, he doesn't move a fucking lick. Then they're going to give him number 7. Then they're going to give him number 8. They're going to give him number 9. They're going to give him Benoit Saint-Denis. Here you go, Gamrot. Here's your big fucking jackpot for beating Hooker. You get Benoit Saint-Denis. Benoit Saint-Denis. Here's Paddy Pimblett. Here you go, Gamrot. Here's Paddy Pimblett. What is Josh Thompson? I think, what is he talking about? This guy, sometimes he has good takes, good analysis, and then other times he's completely whacked out of his mind. Completely whacked out.
Like you've got to get those guys there. Guys like Sarukian, guys like Gamrot.
Sarukian's already there.
Are up there. They could wrestle with him. Guys that could push him and try to get him, at least challenge him. Volk had a great fight with them in the first fight.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. They're trying to fast-track Gamrot by having him weigh in as the backup, completely ignoring him, then giving him number 10, then giving him number 11, then giving him number 12. They're fast-tracking him, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, UFC hates Dan Hooker, obviously, by putting him on this main card after a year away, giving him layups and Poyez and Hapcrast, giving him a top 5 opportunity here to jump back in the top 5 of the rankings, giving him a top 3 opportunity against Arnold Allen, giving him main event after main event, giving him a New Zealand main event against Felder, Apex main event against Poirier. How many main events fucking Gamrot have? 1? I don't think they went back to him again after that. Maybe 2? I mean, it's just delusional. And they made some other comments too. Josh Thompson's pick in the Dricus Duplessis Izzy Adesanya matchup is just complete blasphemy, completely delusional. If you're picking Dricus Duplessis, okay, he's got an opportunity. I think he might even be the favorite. I don't disagree. I think it's a 50-50 fight. But Josh Thompson's analysis and his prediction for the fight, I don't know. How's this? No wonder this guy works at Bellator, now PFL-ator. So it is what it is, but I just had to talk about these comments. I had to give my opinion to you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with Josh Thompson? Do you agree with Big John? Who do you think UFC likes more, Hooker or Gamrot? Are they trying to fast-track Mateusz Gamrot, and I'm just like cracked out over here? I'm on drugs over here? You guys let me know. Until next time, enjoy the fights.